Okay, so we are looking on the review at number 30 through 32 here. This is the review sections 6.1 through 6.3 and 6.5 in Algebra 2. Okay, they give us the answers here and ask us what the problem was, essentially. So if you think of this 0 there, if you think of that as being behind an x minus, you can think of it that way, but that can just be written as x. So that's how you handle an answer of 0. You just put x. The next one, you have to have a factor here that when you set it equal to 0 gives 4, and that's change the sign here, and you got it. You could picture doing this work here in your head, maybe. Take that over and you get 4. Okay, the last one here illustrates the more general case. When you have a 5 on the bottom, that goes in front of the x, and then the -2 that we'll associate with the top there, you change the sign, and you got it here. So picture setting that 5x plus 2 equal to 0, and you could see where the -2/5 would come in. You get 5x equals -2, and then divide by 5. All right, so that is the answer, but unfortunately they want the answer in standard form, so we have to multiply this all out. I'll start by foiling the back part of it, 5x squared, and then I'll combine 2x with minus 20x, and last times last here is minus 8, and distribute the x all the way down to get your final answer here. Okay, so we have the third degree polynomial that has the roots 0, 4, and -2/5. Now you could check it out. You could store, for instance, the -2/5 and then type this right here and see if it zeroes out. And it should, but that's how you can check these. Okay, so the next one, the first number, -4, we're going to say x plus 4 here. And then to handle the 3i and its conjugate answer, -3i, you're going to put them behind an x minus. So I'll do this in a different color here in a second. So the two answers are 3i and -3i. Okay, the double negative down there, we're going to just make that a positive. So let me clean it up and then we'll go from there. Okay, foiling the back, you get x squared, and then we get plus 3ix and minus 3ix. Those will cancel, so just don't even bother to write it down. And here you get plus 9i squared. And that I squared will cancel when you change the sign of the number in front. So now let me clean it up and get myself some room up here. X plus 4 times x squared minus 9. And we'll start by first times first, getting x cubed there. Inside plus 4x squared. Outside minus 9x. And finally, last times last, minus 36. You want to set that equal to 0 to finish it. Okay, that one's done, and we got one more to do here. We're going to have to use that specialized little formula that I nicknamed the Happy Cat formula here, and I'll write it down here. It's x squared minus 2a times x plus a squared plus b squared. Okay, and we're going to use that when we figure out the part of it that gives that answer. All right, the 6 is pretty easy. It's going to be x minus 6. If you set that equal to 0, you would get 6. All right, so let me set up the other part of this. We have 2x minus 3 in here. Sorry, 2 minus 3i, I'll say that correctly. And then we also have the conjugate, 2 plus 3i. Okay, now before I go on, I'm just going to highlight what A is. A is 2, and B is 3. So that whole back half, you're just going to use this formula over here, and it's going to look like this once I get the front written down. It always has an x squared in the front, and then you want negative 2 times A. Here's your A value. And that goes next, so negative 4 times x here. And then the constant number at the back is a squared plus b squared. So this, when you square, is 4. This would be 9. Add those together. Okay, now we're ready to multiply this all out to standard form. You're going to take x times all 3 of these. And then negative 6 times all 3 of these. And let me see what negative 6 times 13 is. 78. Negative 78. So we get x cubed minus 10 of the x squareds plus 37x minus 78 equals 0. Okay, that does it for 30, 31, and 32 in the review.